Alright, welcome back for another cruise news video. Today we got a Norwegian cruise line story, Princess cruise line story, a Royal Caribbean cruise line story, and the Cayman Islands. We're going to get into all of it right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, let's jump right in, and we're going to start off today with Princess Cruise Lines. Their brand new cruise ship, the Enchanted Princess, did begin sailing yesterday from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She is going to be doing 15 10-day cruises down into the Caribbean. So she's going to do 15 sailings, 10 days each, down into the Caribbean. Once she finishes that, she is going to head over to Europe and do a season over there. So we welcome Princess's brand new cruise ship. Royal Caribbean's ship, Adventure of the Seas, is now sailing from Galveston, Texas. And she's going to be doing 4 and 5 night Western Caribbean sailings from Texas. And she is going to be one of the largest cruise ships that we currently have sailing here out of Texas, at least until the Allure of the Seas arrives here. But it's another cruise ship we have here in Texas that we can take advantage of. And Adventure of the Seas is one of the cruise ships that I am looking at. Definitely want to take a cruise on her here in the near future. Now, Norwegian Cruise Lines has announced their Black Friday deal, and they are calling it their greatest deal ever. And they are offering 70% off of the second guest book into a cabin, and 7 free offers up to a value of $4,250. So if you have wanted to book a Norwegian cruise line, you may want to take a look here at their Black Friday deal and save yourself a little bit of money. And finally, the Cayman Islands. Now, the Cayman Islands, it's a pretty popular cruise stop. It's one that I've been to before and definitely would not mind going back to. But as you probably know, or you may not, the Cayman Islands has not been allowing cruise ships to stop there since the pandemic started. Now, while they are beginning a phased reopening of the Cayman Islands to tourism, and cruising was initially going to start sometime early in 2022, well, it looks like that may be pushed back even further based on the uncertainty that they see on board cruise ships involving COVID-19. Yes, there are strict testing, strict protocols required to get onto cruise ships. Yes, you have to be fully vaccinated, but there are still breakthrough cases that do get on board the cruise ships, and this is a little bit concerning to the Cayman Islands. It's something that they're not sure how they can actually control, with about 80% of the island currently vaccinated there. If you have any cruises booked here early in 2022, you may have one that has the Cayman Islands on it, but without a confirmed date exactly when cruising is going to restart in the Cayman Islands, at least at this point, kind of expect to see an itinerary change and for you not to stop at the Cayman Islands. Unlike some of the other islands in the Caribbean, the Cayman Islands is not super dependent on cruise ships. They have other forms of tourism and other economical means that cruising and cruise ships arriving at the Cayman Islands is not their biggest source of income. So for them, they're not quite as worried or as anxious to get cruising restarted there as some of the other places in the Caribbean have been. There was a plan in the Cayman Islands here a while back to actually build a cruise pier there. That way you wouldn't have to tender up to the Cayman Islands. But even that, as of now, has been scrapped. They have decided not to do that due to environmental concerns. And there's even talk at the Cayman Islands of limiting the size of cruise ships that may be allowed to go there in the future. What they're really trying to do is keep some of these super large mega cruise ships from docking there, simply because the number of passengers that can get off of these cruise ships at any given time, they are concerned that it would overwhelm the local population. So, like I said, if you have any upcoming plans to stop at the Cayman Islands, just keep this in mind. You may have an itinerary change. There is no confirmed date to restart cruising there. And when cruising does restart there, there may be some changes and some limitations on size and the amount of people that can go. So just something to keep in mind for the future. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed today's cruise news video. If you have, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Have yourself a great day, and we will see you out on the high seas.